Let's go to Ottawa now and bring in Dr. Yipeng Ge, who is a physician. Very good to have you on the program, sir. You were part of this global march for Gaza this past summer, which was also stopped before it actually reached Gaza. What's driving you and your other activist friends to do these kind of actions?
Not only did I have the privilege of being part of the Global March to Gaza, and some of the organizers from the Global March to Gaza actually formed the basis for the Sumud Flotilla that we're seeing over the past day now be intercepted in international waters illegally by Israel, which is basically the crime of piracy, to board these sovereign civilian boats that are destined for Palestinian waters, for the shores of Gaza, to deliver humanitarian aid. I was also privileged to be part of the Handala Freedom Flotilla boat, which was already mentioned that this is the 38th set of boats being sent to Gaza to break Israel's illegal siege and blockade of the Gaza Strip. Up until the Sumud Flotilla group of boats attempted to break Israel's illegal siege, only 37 boats have been sent over the years since 2008. But just this month, over these past few days, 40 boats attempted to break Israel's illegal siege. And actually, we saw one of the boats get really, really close, within a few miles off of the coast of Gaza. And
sorry, I'm jumping in here. It's really no surprise, though, that Israel stopped these boats. I mean, we all knew that that is what was going to happen. So why keep on doing these flotillas? Why keep on doing these marches when you know Israel is not going to allow you to get all the way to Gaza?
We have to keep trying. It is the responsibility of states and governments to actually break Israel's illegal siege, because Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. There is a responsibility for all states and governments to punish and prevent genocide. We have utterly failed to do both. So it is countries like where I'm calling in from, like Canada, it is the responsibility of these countries to break Israel's illegal siege and deliver humanitarian aid, to stop sending weapons to Israel, to commit genocide, to sanction Israel, to end free trade with Israel, and do everything that they can to prosecute institutions like Canadian institutions and individuals that have committed war crimes in Gaza. But with all of this aside, you have volunteers, activists from all around the world, all walks of life, stop what they're doing, leave their families to do this work, because this is the work that is required of all of us in this moment to end genocide. This is the moral question and issue of our time. And if we aren't able to stop the genocide in Gaza as an international community, then we are all less safe in this world, in this moment. So you have volunteers doing this to fill the gap of what states and governments are responsible for doing. They have international legal obligations to punish and prevent genocide, to follow the International Court of Justice rulings on illegal occupation in the West Bank and genocide in Gaza being committed by Israel.
Can I ask you about this accusation from Israel of this flotilla actually having connections with Hamas? Is there any truth to that?
It is absolutely absurd. We see Israel label anything that it disagrees with or it wants to repress to create the conditions for, manufacture this consent for killing, for illegal detention, to label anything as Hamas at this point. And I know the people on these boats. I know the people on the Sumud Flotilla. Some of them are my friends, and they have been illegally captured by Israel, along with these boats, carrying only things that are necessary for the survival of civilians in Gaza: baby formula, food, medicines, medical supplies, prosthetic limbs for the children of Gaza, where there's the per capita highest number of child amputees in the world right now. This is what Israel is stopping. And this is what Israel continues to use the term Hamas to label anything to create the consent for for capture, for murder, for war crimes. And I think the world continues to wake up to this absurdity. And I hope more states and more countries, more governments actually stand up for international law, uphold their own obligations under international law. Because what Israel is doing is dragging the entire world down into a place where we are all less safe if this international rules-based order that we've created after World War II, because we said never again to genocide, this is all being torn apart because of Zionist settler colonialism and the colonial project of Israel. As we see, it is working with the US to take over the Gaza Strip as a colonial project.
Dr. G, very good to have you on the program and hear your thoughts on this subject. Thank you so much.
Thank you.